Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Hey, what's happening? How's everybody doing this morning? Oh, man. What a day. What a day. Well, here we are. You know, here we are. And the market's just started. I mean, it's not started, but, you know, we're in the London kill zone officially. Marco, good morning. Cav Low in the building with Ollie. Hey. And Green arrived just next to Tim Trades. Good morning there. Boom Banana entered as well. Lab, welcome. Good to see you with Isham, as always. And Earl Wallace. Yo. Earl Wallace, welcome. Okay, what's happening? Anyone has any idea of what the market is doing this morning? Let me know, because I'm still trying to figure this out somehow. It seems like we have Asia low. Asia high is basically yesterday's high, right? So that's gonna be our official yesterday's high. This will be interesting, to say the least. Aslam, hey, welcome. And Chad is here. How do we play the London kill zone? Short? I don't know yet. So I'm gonna outline the scenario, what we can do right now. Farhad, as always, good to see you, Farhad. How you doing? Bill Bernstorm, good. Bergstorm, sorry. Welcome, good morning. And Bill Hohenst. Good to see you guys. The bias. Okay, so for now, let's just, you know, we have an Asia high, which is technically yesterday's high. All right, we all know that. That's fine. That's awesome. We do have a fair value gap right now, which has been now completely repriced. Maybe it's even going to get rebalanced. So this is what's happening in our world today. And let me just zoom in real quick on these candles. Okay, so this candle here at 10 minutes after midnight, that's a supply zone right there. So that's a supply zone. Actually, let me just get this off here. There is a supply zone on the 5-minute. Not that it matters too much, and it's very close, you know, because it's super close. It's just 8 points away. You know, I'm not going to play this, not even with a scalp or something, but there's a supply zone, and above that we have an Asia high. Let me check the time frames here. Marco, good morning. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hey, thank you so much. Oh man, how do I pronounce your name in English? Muer or Ramer? Ramer? I don't know, but thank you. Yeah. So if you look to the left, here's Asia low. So technically speaking, Dreamer. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna notice this. Dreamer. Oh my God, I just have a notice here. Jesus, Marco. I don't know which Marco was that. Oh, the other Marco. I have something here on my desk. I forgot to do this. It's still here. Dude, I have to do something. I need to find your. I think you sent an email. Oh man, I'm gonna do this after the analysis. I have so many papers. My desk is like a battlefield, but I have this right in front of me. So I'm just gonna do it after this analysis. All right. So we have an Asia low. Technically, my Asia low would be this candle, not this one, but. You know what? Let's just put it here after the market opens. So this is going to be 443.75. KK Trade, good morning. Welcome. But nothing's down there. No zone, not even on the 15 minutes. So nothing. Okay. We're kicking off onto this supply zone, and I'd like to see Asia high to be taken. Small, very small supply zone here. Most likely price is going to hit it. And we have to look at the 1 hour too. So we are in a fair value gap here on the left. Let's check a 1 hour fair value gap. Now let's see. Oh my God, look at this. This is not coincidence, everyone. Okay. So the mid-level of this fair value gap, price actually got rejected almost at the mid-level of that 1 hour fair value gap. What does that tell us? That I think we have a high possibility to hit the Asia high. Okay. I think we have a high chance of hitting that Asia high and then going into that 1 hour fair value gap. And as we progress higher, I don't know if we're going to go higher. Let me check if there's a zone here. No zone on the 5 minute. Nothing here. Okay, nothing on the 5 or the 15 minute. Maybe on the 3 minute. No, there is nothing. Cool. So I'm gonna double check it on the 1 minute. Okay, so absolutely no zone in this area to the left. So here in this area, I don't see any target that I like. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing there is a buy side liquidity maybe on the 1 hour, and that's it so far. So I don't really care about that. I would love to see price taking the Asia high and then maybe go lower, but right now it seems like it's pulling back a little bit. So nevertheless, what? Oh, sorry, I might have missed this. Okay, I apologize. It seems like when I zoomed out to the 1 hour chart, I may have messed up the, okay, it's my mistake. Sorry, my mistake. Because I compressed the 1 hour chart too much, so I thought that this line is just lining up with the previous day high. So it's not. It's the mid level of that fair value gap is still like almost 7 points away. So the scenario right now is this. I'd love to see this one going higher, hitting the Asia high, maybe even the midpoint, and then go lower. This would be a good plan. This would be a good game plan. Or if you want to play it super aggressively, look at where we are. Extremely aggressive play right now to jump into a long position. Right here on this fair value gap. This was a healthy pullback. The distance is like more than 10 points. I'm not going to jump into this trade, but with the 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, it's still good. Look at that. There's the zone. We have the pullback. You can take 10 points from this. And possibly, man, I might gonna jump in. Do I have a, how much can I go with this? Maybe. Oh man, I got slipped. I pressed on the market entry and I got slipped by 3 points. Anyway, I got slipped by 3 points. Dude, I entered to a trade, but I got slipped. Almost, actually, actually 4 points, almost. I wanted to enter at 83, and it just jumped higher right when I pushed the buy entry. Anyway, I will be looking for, opening of this candle is 94. I'm looking for 94. 94. So I jumped into a buy position, but I got slipped with 3 points with 5 micros. It was looking for like a healthy $100-something, but I got slipped. So anyway, This is the only one trade with 5 micros. Very bad entry. Market entry. That's it. I'm just targeting that supply area. That is it. Maybe I can play it heavy. If it goes down a little bit, maybe I can add some more, but anyway, I'm not gonna. All right, let me read the chat real quick. Abyss, hey, good morning. What is happening, man? Come on. Yeah, it seems like the market doesn't care anymore about tariffs. It seems like the market just doesn't give a flat flying F. I'm sorry to say it like that, but the market doesn't care about tariffs. Actually, maybe. Hold on. I have to plug in my charger. My phone is. You have no idea how many cables are down here. Okay. So it seems like the market doesn't really care about the tariffs anymore. Yeah. The market really doesn't care about the tariffs anymore. So my TP is at 94. Should I take my TP higher? I don't want to. So, Tudor, good to see you. And JY is here in the flesh, in person. Hey, good to see you, man. You're in a short. Made the best for even. Let's see. Don't worry. I want to exit around 90. What's that? 94. Yes, 94. I'm gonna exit at 94. This is most likely a scalp. Nothing more. But you know, as I said, I got slipped. So, JY, how you doing, man? And by the way, just so it will be no surprise to anyone, I've also jumped on the hype train, but treat that with caution because obviously, well, they are not new, but I also jumped on the bandwagon as an affiliate to try out FundingTicks as well. So I'm just gonna buy today 2 accounts from FundingTicks because I got the I already have my affiliate link and code, which is the same, but I'm gonna try out FundingTicks to see how they are doing. So just an update because you're gonna see the banner and the link somewhere. So let's jump on the bandwagon and see how they are doing. Otherwise, treat that with caution. I had no payouts with them. I'm gonna try them out, so we'll see. Oh my god, my trade is going to the dumpster. Okay, seems like Abyss is gonna win this one, which is cool. Looking at gold as well, but nothing is happening so far. Let's go. Doing well, coming back from a losing streak. Let's go on Friday, Monday. Slowly recovering. Hey, I'm happy for you, man. Yeah, slow progress here as well. So this month I can already see that, which is not a problem. This month for me is going to be a little bit slower. One more small update for you guys. Next week I might gonna be skipping 1 or 2 days completely because of a small vacation, you know, more likely a long weekend. So I don't know which day is it gonna be because we are trying to book a place at a hotel, and I don't even know how I'm gonna do at MyFunded TV. Maybe there's gonna be someone to cover me, but I still have to schedule everything. But I might not gonna be here for 1 or 2 days. This is gonna be the vacation basically. But I'm thinking maybe to take the laptop to the beach and do like a beach stream. I don't know, something like that. But I'm thinking about to do that, so that would be good. Hey, thank you, Lab. They are really good. Thank you, man. Are you able to trade on MNQ1? I'm pretty new to futures trading. Do not need to trade between. No, yeah, it's open basically. Future markets are open, except between 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, but otherwise it's always open. So you're good to go. You're good to trade. You're down $800. I'm not winning. Oh, Abyss. Come on. I think I'm gonna have to close this trade. Yeah, I'm closing it. It seems like this trade didn't go well. I thought that it's gonna go to my zone, but it didn't. So anyway, what can we do? Is it just a healthy pullback or not? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Maybe it just wants to. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting scenario here. It was so close, and basically this was a valid area up there. Makes it even more interesting for later. So 5-minute supply zone. No, not that one. I don't know what that is. Supply zone. And we'll see how it goes. I took a trade on a VWAP, stopped that. Yeah. Better to take it off, you know. If you thought it would crash in 2 hours, why didn't you enter a short? I didn't thought it will crash. I wanted to see it go into the supply zone first, then crash. So my original idea for this one is to go into the zone and then maybe crash. But first it should have gone into this area, but it didn't. So it is what it is. It is what it is. King Jet, hey, can you also explain how you created these supply zones when you marked the rectangle? Sure, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we might go down there. We might. Squirrely McBurley, welcome. Taking a forced break. Trading is always like. Anyway, let me show you. So as I said, I'm just gonna explain this example. All right, this is a bearish order block or supply zone. First criteria, it needs to sweep liquidity. It can be a swing high or it can be a fair value gap. Okay, so in this case it swept that swing high right there, so it took liquidity. Bullish candle, it needs to be a bullish candle. It cannot be a bearish candle with a wick or something. It needs to be a bullish candle if we are looking for a bearish order block or supply zone in this case. So it took liquidity, and then the next bearish candle cannot trade higher than this bullish candle, and the next bearish candle or candles has to shift structure. And here it happened. Market structure shift to the downside. Number one criteria, liquidity sweep. Market structure shift happened. Bearish candle or candles. The stronger or the bigger the displacement, it's better. So this bullish candle is going to be the supply zone in this case. Now I don't know what was the idea behind this, because there was no liquidity on the 1-minute chart, by the way, on this drop. But anyway, going back to this example, I'm using the start of the supply zone at the opening of the candle, not the wick, but the opening of the body. I don't care about the wick. I only care about the wick at the top. So the top of the zone is always the highest point, including the wick, but the beginning of the zone is the body of the candle, and that's it basically. Once you see it, it's always there. Look at the 15-minute chart here. 15-minute. Here you go. 15-minute liquidity sweep. And also we had a 15-minute fair value gap as well. Picking up liquidity here. Market structure shift here. and boom, the zone on the 15-minute is actually starting there all the way there. Let me give a different color to this. So this here is a 15-minute demand zone. Okay, 15-minute demand zone. That's it. So we are right between, let me just get this off here. So we are right between these two zones. Price went up there, created the supply zone, went down there. The midpoint of the 15-minute demand zone actually repelled price back to the upside. It almost reached the 5-minute zone up there, but it just couldn't. So it seems like it's just getting weaker and weaker, falling back down into this demand zone. And my plan was like, maybe, you know, go into that level. And, you know, not just the supply zone, but even destroying previous day high, aka Asia high. But look at that, it might just gonna go there. Should I re-enter? I think I can. I mean, why not? Okay, I re-entered just to see how's it gonna go. My target, my TP is gonna be 93.50. Now the zone is starting at the opening of this candle, which is 494. So just to play it safe, my TP is gonna be 93.50 because of slippage or spread or whatever is gonna happen. So I just re-enter the trade. I don't know, second chance, and if not, then, you know, we just continue with our lives as nothing happened. That's the plan. Supply demand, last bull candle in downtrend. Yeah. There was hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah. I understand. Chad, what's up? Hey, Shenanigan, what's up? Well, the setup wasn't, I mean, actually the setup was not that bad because I utilized this fair value gap as a pullback. If you really look at this, let's just zoom this in. This is actually here in this area. This is an ICT 2022 entry model right there. If you really look at that, because let's just say, oh, by the way, I'm in the trade. I think I told you that. Let me see. So here's the position. I'm doubling down on this one now because I'm crazy. This is London, and I go crazy in London, you know. So so the idea here, oh, sorry, still, is that there was a wick down there, but the problem is, well, liquidity sweep happened here. It's not a picture perfect ICT setup, but there was a liquidity sweep down there on the 1 minute, pushed higher and higher, and there was a continuation in the market structure here. So I would say bullish market structure shift. So it pushed higher and then retraced, pulled back into this fair value gap here. And this was technically a valid setup to go long, but it actually went lower. Now, if you're asking, why am I taking this trade again? This setup is actually not a good setup. Now that I re-entered the trade, I am actually revenge trading right now, but don't worry, I have a specific scenario in my head of how much loss can I take on this trade. Currently, the only thing I was waiting to give this trade a second chance, that it went lower. It swept liquidity from these levels actually all the way down here. So this candle here, this bearish candle, swept liquidity. Now, I know this is not really a perfect explanation, but if we stay here on the 1 minute chart, there was a small fair value gap here, almost like an inversion gap, because that's what I was looking for. There was a small inversion gap here after sweeping this liquidity. Went low, and this bullish candle, this was a nice bullish candle inverting this small gap. Also, this one actually went down here, picked up liquidity, and started to push higher. So this is when I decided, all right, man, this might gonna go one more time. One more time, it might gonna go for that supply zone. And this is why I gave the trade a second chance. Now, the only thing here is where I deviated a little bit more from the plan, is that I added more risk to this, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be popping that 5-minute level. Why am I sure? Well, this is the time, I mean, this is the area when the you know, that gut feeling kicks in. Like, your feeling is kicking in, like, okay, this looks good, this might be, you know, the thing where it's gonna pop into that zone. And so I just made this. The decision itself comes in about 1 second or maybe 2 seconds, like, okay, this is it, I'm taking it. And that's why I took it. So I don't even know where it is. I can't show you guys because by the time we get there, this might gonna go. Can I actually? It's just gonna go. Okay, here's the trade. Oh, I don't have a stop loss on. All right. But anyway, 93.50. And this is it. Do you have a good video or recommendation to understand supply and demand? Not yet, but I'm gonna put on something. Yeah, not yet, King Jet, but I'll try to put on something there. I need to put a stop loss on somewhere. Sir, good morning. Ivan, good morning. Good to see you, man. How you doing? No, I took a buy. Sorry, Jeremiah. You blame me? No, don't blame your losses on Matt. Come on, man. You can't do that. Matt is a good guy, I think. I mean, I think Matt is using different methods, right? Like, he's, oh my god, this trade looks bad right now. So Matt trades differently, but that's fine. Hey, Bassam, what's happening? Ed, what's up? A or AD, what's happening? FOMO, 3 days of losses. Oh, that's not good, man. Well, look at this. What's happening with this trade? What is going on with this? I don't like it. I'm going to pull my stop a little bit tighter. I don't want to be in this trade if it goes lower. 82. So yeah, I'm not going to risk more on this. If it's not going, it's not going. I don't care. I'm not going to give a third try for this. You know. Second chance. I believe in second chances in life as well. I think it's a good thing. Except maybe in relationships, like, I mean, but if it's gonna go again to my stop, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do anything with this. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Oh, Adrian. Okay, okay, Adriano. Finally, I know that. Adriano. All right. By the way, this is a Project X connection through Quantower. So currently this is through Project X on Quantower. Just saying that Quantower is supporting Project X. Not that I'm a fan of Project X, but now at least I can trade with more prop firms now, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Let's see if this one's gonna go or not. Hey, Kevin, good to see you here. All is good. All is great. Alright, I gotta delete this level. This was a good trade. But it tricked me first. So we got back to that 5-minute supply zone. Camille, hello there. How's it going, man? Ivan, what was Ivan saying? Oh, FOMO. Ivan, please, yeah, definitely don't give up. Dubstep lied to me about MVP fam. I can't join their Discord. Support transferred my case to supervisor. Let's see what. Oh, 2,000 in value they promised for free. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Not good. Finish the gym. Let's go, Camille. Abhishek is here. Hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you, Abhishek. How you doing? I made the season 3 Mindset Hunters team. Oh, that's awesome, man. Larry, good morning. Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah, this nicely went higher. So I said this was the game plan for the second chance, and now we are kicking into that 5-minute supply zone and higher. I think it should be going to the Asia high. That is what I think. Yo, Jerry Trade, how's it going? Well, we just had a nice-ish trade here, taking that supply zone. You got wrecked by the market lately. I feel like I have no, Ron, don't say that. Ron, you know, if you, I bet if you really look at it, it's always about the position sizing, so the risk management and the number of trades you're taking. Man, I gotta adjust the camera here. I am so white here. Everything is bright and everything. Anyway, hold on a second. I need to, like, video capture device, configure video. I need to put this a little bit darker. Not sure. Or I have to do something with the lights here. Oh, it's too dark now. Maybe like this, but it's still too dark. Anyway, we're gonna go with this. This is the dark stream right now. Abhishek, good morning. So Ron, Abhishek, as always, it's my pleasure to see you. Ron, I think you're just oversizing your positions. That's the issue. I think you understand the market. I think you see the levels. I know you're here. I know you're doing it. I know you're grinding. I know you're in this. It has to be doing. It has to do something with revenge trading and or oversizing the position, something like that, or in between the two. I opened up a new TOMSABO account. If they can combine micro futures. Oh, hopefully they will solve that issue for you. You can enter if you're targeting the Asia high. I am not going to enter. The low-hanging fruit, quote unquote, the low-hanging fruit for me was to tag this supply zone. Gun to my head, I think it's gonna go and break the Asia high. That's what I think. But it's a lower probability target. The higher probability target was the supply zone here, and I think it still goes, but that's gonna be a lower probability. It's not even a zone. It's just a significant high, you know, technically speaking. Tomorrow is gonna be the Halo match. Wow, at TRADEIFY, cool. Nice. I lost 15K on Friday and Monday. Now I'm down 8K. Manage your risk. Don't over leverage. Yeah. Exactly, JY. Exactly. So the issue is always about position sizing. That's the issue. That is the issue. Always. No exception. You know. Yeah. I don't know how I can continue. You can. So, Ron, first of all, Ron, okay, you will continue. And second of all, I forbid you to stop or to give up or anything. All right. So that's not an option. All right. So I'm sorry to say that, Ron, but there's no way out. You know, if you want to get out, I'm going to pull you back in, Ron. That's the thing. We're going to pull you back in as a community, and you can't get out of this. All right. So that's the next thing. Different strategies all over the place. I know that. But don't mix up everything. And I'm not saying that my strategy is going to be good for you or anyone. I never say, and you know, that's an understatement. Like, because someone is doing well with any kind of strategy, supply, demand, or ICT, trend line, whatever, it doesn't mean that it's going to fit you as well. I suggest, Ron, that you keep it very simple. Even if you just go with the trend line break system, or just a simple moving average indicator, yeah, with a simple moving average or whatever, you got to keep it simple. It's not going to be the strategy, by the way, Ron. It's not. It's going to be risk management. I can tell you that. So step back, and you know what, Ron? Step back a little bit and continue on an evaluation account with small positions. Okay. Forget about personal cash, everything. You know, just a simple. David Chriskion. Sorry. Hey there. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Good to have you. So that's what you need to do. The ghost, Tom. Yes, I wish I am. Marcelo, hey, lost 2 trades yesterday in 10 seconds. That happens even in 1 second, man. I mean, Marcelo, it is a thing. I partially trade ICT. I'm not really an ICT trader, ISEC. I just use 1 or 2 segments or concepts or puzzle pieces, I would say, from ICT concepts. So I use 1 or 2 puzzle pieces. I do learn market structure all the time, as much as I can. Not just from ICT, but from other videos on YouTube, everywhere. So I always try to learn market structure. That's the thing. But the core element for the entry itself used to be the 2022 entry model. But otherwise, I'm not following ICT's lectures since a year now, or his Twitter, or whatever he's doing. But I use some puzzle pieces from his lectures or teachings, whatever we want to call it. You're looking to enter? Yeah, clip that. I'm looking to enter, but most likely I'm gonna be curious if it wants to break the Asia low. So my plan is right now that we've taken the supply zone, if it's going to try to break the demand zone. Now, there's one important thing in this. The 15-minute demand zone here rejected price on the midline. This is not random. It's by algorithm, I think. I know, don't get me on this. I know I'm not speaking algorithm because ICT told so, but I do believe that there are algorithms, multiple algorithms driving the market. And so I think this was on purpose. So if it goes lower, I would suggest that this should be breaking this level. I mean, the midpoint. And why am I saying that? And you're going to be amazed what is the, if someone tells me what's here. Look at this. I'm going to give you a hint. 110 on the 5-minute candle. 1:10 a.m. This candle here. Let me zoom in even more. Too many random stuff happening down there. Liquidity sweep. I know this one has a wick here, but who cares? Bearish candle. You know what's coming. Market structure shift. And so we have a demand zone within another zone. Oh my God, what color is this? Anyway, this is going to be awesome. So a demand zone within a 15-minute demand zone. So this is going to be a 5-minute demand zone here. Okay. And it starts right there. 463. So I'm not saying we're going to go down there, but look at this. 1 minute shifted structure. Here's your fair value gap. If you want to be supersonically aggressive, you can actually take that. Look at that. Entering here, neckline of the zone down there. Boom. It's a 1 to 2 risk to reward, even if you want to go with 1.5. There's your entry. It's very juicy down here because here's the 5-minute demand zone. We have the 15-minute demand zone midpoint right there. I kind of like it, especially as the 5-minute rejected the price. I'm not sure if this is enough for me yet to take a trade. I'm not sure about that. I just don't feel it, but it's definitely an interesting scenario that we are having two zones down there. So what's the 5-minute looks like? It's repricing the previous bearish candle, but we'll see. Hey, yeah, don't trade that moving average. Don't trade it. Stop down small loss. Yes, so many. Yeah, lots of free stuff on YouTube. Yes, exactly. Keep it simple. Exactly. You gotta keep it super simple. 2 micro. Yeah, that's good. With 2 micro, you can still add. Do you have a plan? Oh, yeah, for run. Definitely gotta have a plan. You gotta have a game plan. Exactly. Exactly, AD, yeah. Well, he also trades, Kevin. At least that's what he's saying, but I'm not going to comment on his trading career. So far, we didn't see him trade, only on a demo account, but who knows? Most likely bullish order block, yeah. Okay, so it's a person that made up a strategy. Yeah, basically, in a nutshell, yes. He's a person who basically rebranded some old strategies, like the fair value gaps, order blocks. He basically rebranded those things from the 90s, and he's calling it ICT concepts. Basically, that's it. That's the thing. Oh, nothing special. He basically built up a nice cult around the old concepts being rebranded, and he has a good following. So he's a very good influencer in the trading space. Hold on a second. I just got an urgent text message. I need to reply to this. Okay. I replied. As I think is going to retest your midnight. Yeah, it could be. Look at that now. It has left a fair value gap here. It might go higher. How do you track the demand and supply zone? Yeah, Sarah, there's a simple way to do that. I'm going to tell you right here, right now. I'm going to be very fast and simple on this one, and not because I don't like to explain it. I love to explain it, by the way. I think I'm going to do a video about this, and it's going to be simpler for you guys. I'm going to explain it in a short version. And so the one thing here is, for example, on the 5-minute, there needs to be first a liquidity sweep right there. We're looking for a bullish candle if we are looking for a supply zone. We need one or more multiple bullish candles, okay? We need the liquidity sweep. It can be a swing high or it can be a fair value gap too. We also need the next bearish candle after the bullish push not to trade above the previous bullish candle. So this bearish candle cannot trade above the high of this one, okay? It is forbidden. So the bearish candles needs to be consecutive bearish candles until the market structure shift. If there is a bullish candle in the line here, then it's basically not a supply zone. It needs to be consecutive or even one big bearish candle. So consecutive bearish candles shifting the market structure right here. That's the second main criteria. And that makes it a valid supply zone. Now the supply zone starts at the opening of the candle, not the wick. There could be a wick down here maybe, but it's not the wick. It's the opening of the body. But the top of the zone is going to be the highest point, including the wick. That's how I identify supply zones. And it's the opposite way around on the demand zone. For example, here is a 5-minute demand zone. Bearish candle picking up liquidity here and then pushing higher. The market structure shift can happen with the wick too, as long as this push is full with bullish candles. So bearish candle picking liquidity, shifting the market structure, pushing it higher, and it did not trade below this bearish candle. So that makes it the start of the zone is at the neckline or the opening of the body of the candle, this bearish candle, all the way down to the downside. This makes a 5-minute demand zone. And basically this is how I try to be selective. And it seems like it's gonna go lower. How about we take a trade on this? You know, why not? I don't know. I'm a little bit tempted. Gotta watch this for a second. What is it trying to do? You know, the problem is that we have Asia high and Asia low in place, and we have the London Open very close, so I'm not going to take the trade. But I'm going to put on a video, Sarah, and I'll do my best to explain it there, because I have these questions every now and then. I think it's important to have a detailed video about these examples, you know, both the supply and demand zones, right? So I'm gonna do that. Austin Futures, hello, good to see you, man. Hey, welcome to the channel again. How you doing? Hope profits are pouring in. I hope so. Oh, he's one of those. It's all good. Yeah, he's that kind of, yeah. Gold is pumping. I haven't even checked on gold is pumping, yeah. Man, I'm gonna need to check on gold a little bit later. Yeah, gold is going. Why don't you tell ICT? He will give you. Yeah. There's a we're going down if it holds. Yeah. If this fair value gap holds, this here, we might have a chance to go down. The problem is there was no shift on the 5-minute. There was a shift on the 1-minute. If we trade through this gap here, this inversion gap, then we might have a chance to revisit. How far is that? It's not far, that's the problem. Well, you know, 17, 18 points could be good. Could be good, but we have the London Open in 10 minutes. So that's why it's a bit of a risky. Camille is short. Sarah, I'm gonna put a video on because I know this question comes up every now and then. I think that's the minimum I should put on a video about explaining my version of looking for these zones, and it would be much more easier to understand because this was just a short 2-minute explanation, but I can go into much more details about this. CSDHT, hello, good morning. And the man from the future says 450 is incoming. That's enough for me. You know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna take a sell. I know. I took a sell at my TP is gonna be. This is on a different account. It's not the same account, by the way. It's not the same account that I took the previous trade on. This is gonna be the opening as 263. So my TP is gonna be at 63.75. Why not? There's a small 1-minute gap there. And if it goes higher, I'm just gonna get out at 99.25, I guess. Why not? 99 at 90. Actually, yeah, 90. No. 90. 98.75. Okay. So I do have a trade on. It's a low probability setup, so only low risk here. This is the trade. I think it can be a tricky one. I think the London Open can push it higher to squeeze some people, but we'll see. I'm just curious if we go back into that zone down there. That's it. I'm not copy trading this, that's for sure. Got 5K payouts. Let's go, Austin. That's cool. That is awesome, man. Who do you trade with? First time here. Oh, your first time here. I thought I saw you here. Who do you trade with? I trade with myself. No, I trade with the community. So I don't have a group of trading people or something like that, if that's what you're referring. So I'm just here by myself on an island alone. No, not alone, actually. You guys are here. Okay, the market makers called the man from the future. We're about to drop. Let's see. What's your two favorite prop firms and why? MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader, or Take Profit Trader and MyFundedFutures. MyFundedFutures is just super professional. The new accounts, especially the pro accounts, are awesome. I love that. Lots of freedom there to do. Fastest payout in the industry, if you're eligible for a payout, of course. Support and the way where the company is heading to, I think, is just absolutely high standards. The way they are handling the business, they are super solid, and most likely, you know, MyFundedFutures is one of those few, very few prop firms that you never have to worry about if you're getting paid out. So that's one thing. Take Profit Trader is almost the same. the only negative thing with take profit trader is support is tend to be very slow some days, very slow. That's the thing. Otherwise, the daily payout is what makes take profit trader for me very attractive. Like requesting a payout if you are eligible each and every day. Don't have to wait for payout cycles. You don't have to be, you know, go through some minimum trading days or whatever. If you make profit above the safety net, you can just take it out every single day, which I did multiple times already. So that's kind of an awesome thing. So these two prop firms are just absolutely great. That doesn't mean that the other prop firms are bad. So for now, I had a very positive experience with Funded Futures Network. I had a bunch of payouts with Bulenox. By the way, Bulenox is one of those secret, how should I put this? One of those prop firms that actually don't usually participate in the social media, but Bulenox just pays. So on the second place, I would put, like, first place is Take Profit Trader on MyFundedFutures. Second place, I would put Bulenox, MyFundedFutures. Oh, sorry, not my Bulenox and Funded Futures Network. And I'm still pushing now with TRADEDAY, and I'm trying out some other prop firms too. Like I like TickTickTrader. Oh, TRADEIFY, of course. Totally forgot. I wasn't trading with them because I wasn't able to trade through TradeAway with QuantHour. But now with the trade copier, it's all good. So TradeAway, I would put TradeAway, not TradeAway. Come on, man. TRADEIFY. I would put TRADEIFY there as well because they never deny the payout. So nowadays, it's super important to have a prop firm that you can be absolutely sure that you're gonna get paid out, and TRADEIFY is also one of them. Like Take Profit Trader, MyFundedFutures, TRADEIFY, Bulenox, Funded Futures Network. These are prop firms that you can be 100% sure that nobody's gonna mess around. You're just gonna get paid out. That's it, and that's a big thing to have. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just had to say this. You don't have to expose your edge, yeah. Should we keep holding short? Yeah. Nice payout. No, what prop? So MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader and some others. Yeah, MyFundedFutures is absolute pro. We have the London Open in a few minutes. Bulenox is great too. Not everybody talks about Bulenox. They just pay. No questions. Even after the rule changes. If you don't do anything stupid, like, they just pay. And that's it. Bulenox is just doing the job. Dollar yen? Yeah, let's look at that. I don't even know if I have dollar yen here. Do I have dollar yen? And I have to not futures. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use forex.com in this example. Dollar yen, it's going down nicely. It looks like it's gonna take out that swing low from August 4, from the 4th of August. I think it's just wants to take that out. This is just the 1 hour first look. It feels like it wants to take it out. On the 4 hour, this is basically, yeah, it looks like it wants to take it out. The daily chart, repricing lower, almost relative equal lows there. It looks bearish to me. If I look at the 15-minute, I would wait for a long position now, especially because of this. Yeah, if you look to the left here, this is a demand zone right there. So I would love to see yen breaking that demand zone down right there. That's what I think, but otherwise it's hard to tell. I would be careful with going long right now. That's what I think. Wait for the sweep. We have the London Open now? No, not yet. So that's what that was just a quick look. I'm not following dollar yen, but that's what I think is happening currently in the dollar yen world today. Yeah. And the no activation fee stuff is really good. TP hit, let's go. Congratulations. Yeah, that's why I thought that maybe we have a chance to go for it. Yeah. Yeah, TRADEIFY also pays out people. So the TRADEIFY CEO said they have never ever denied a payout ever since they started their prop firm. No payout has been denied, which is kind of amazing if you think about what the heck is going on here. Is there some news hitting the market? I thought we're gonna go down there. Here's the London Open, by the way. That's why I thought that what's going on. Trading Pit, I heard about them, never tried it. Yeah, fast payouts also. Do they do bank payment? Because for payouts they use Rise, and Rise is doing payout to bank account. Yes, so Rise is basically a crypto wallet. That's why it's so fast. So they put the money in your Rise account, and you can basically from Rise you can request it to a bank account if that's what you're asking. Maybe I'm wrong, Ron. I don't know. That's just what I saw. Like there was that swing low, it was quite significant, so that's why. Yeah, so from Rise you can request it to multiple places, bank accounts, even to another crypto wallet or whatever you want. Hey, let's go, Rohan. Let's go. And by the way, speaking of Apex, I know everybody hates Apex. I still trade with Apex. I got multiple payouts, especially last year, but this year too, after the rule changes. I got payouts from Apex, from trading, and I know that the 30%. By the way, the only thing I would change at Apex is that freaking 30% rule, because I think that's a big obstacle for many people, especially on the first payout cycle. You know, to not have a trade that goes over that level. So can't use Rise. Oh, well, I heard something, but it's not confirmed, so I cannot state that as an official thing. But I heard someone that MyFundedFutures was able to pay that person directly to a bank account, but you know, officially their statement is that if you cannot get a Rise account, they cannot really pay you out. But there are some exceptional stories circulating that they were able to pay that person on a bank account or to a bank account, but this is not official. This is just a rumor. You definitely need to ask support, and this was like last year, I think. So this year I'm not sure if they doing that anyways. I mean, I think there was some technical issue with Rise on the KYC, but that person proved everything, that everything is correct, and they managed to somehow, you know, do it without Rise. But I don't know. Cornel, hey. Cornel Lecob, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. The problem is that I can't let winners run. One of the secrets to let your winners run is to size down the position. That's one of the secrets. I know it sounds maybe a little bit crazy, but that's how it goes. Look at that, we didn't go down into that zone. I thought that this is just gonna go and try to take that zone. but it's not. Not doing it, man. Makes me want to watch The Wolf of Wall Street. That's a cool movie. I like it. No, I don't think I'm gonna enter to a long if it goes down. Actually, if it goes down, I'm gonna be curious if it's gonna take the Asia low. But now I'm getting more skeptical about this trade. I feel like that this could have been just a trap for the sellers here. You know, here was basically the London Open. Swept the liquidity here. Don't worry, I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm just gonna let this trade do what it has to. But it picked liquidity from these two areas, and then it's just gonna squeeze everybody above that 5-minute supply zone. And I don't like that, to be honest. But one of the things here is that when you put on a trade, you already have to make peace with the outcome. If it's gonna take you out, it's gonna take you out. What can you do? Sometimes, of course, you can close it earlier manually to save a few bucks here and there. But yeah, and also if I zoom in, there was this small 1-minute gap here. Like I thought that the price is just gonna go down there and take that level, you know, sweep that liquidity down there, but it didn't. It looked good, but it didn't go for it, and I just don't like this anymore. Anyway, that is what it is. Kelly, I don't use VWAP. No, I don't use it. I know many people are using it. It's just, oh, look at the VWAP. Nice. It's I know now. It's a rejection on the VWAP. I understand, but maybe I should be using it more often just to see it as a reference point. Maybe it would be useful. I never really used it. Maybe I should. I have to do then another bunch of backtesting and lots of stuff, but you know. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, exactly what Austin is saying. Like, it takes time. First, you have to size down, and you got to start somewhere to practice to let your runners. And also, once you predetermine the risk, just like Mark Douglas is saying in Trading in the Zone, read the book again if you haven't already. You predetermine your risk, you put on the trade, and you accept the outcome. If it's going to be a loss, all right, moving on to the next one. And in that very second you put on the trade, you just say to yourself like, okay, okay, I'm accepting that this could be a loss by this and this amount of profit, or sorry, dollars or whatever. Just gotta accept it. Yeah, it's a reference point. I see that. Yeah. Exactly. I'm a scalper. I'm fine with 10 points. Yeah, 10 points is, you know, if you're good with 10 points, that's awesome. And by the way, if someone can take 10 points from the market each and every day, it sounds simple, right? But it's really not. It's easy to, sometimes it's so easy to imagine and to say like, oh man, I'm just gonna take 10 points and I'm done. So it's how easy it is to say that, oh, on NQ I can take 10 points anytime I want. And I like it. I like the concept, but it's not that easy. That's the problem. But yeah, I mean, yeah, 10. If you can take 10 points, by the way, in London, you're good. You are good. Look at this trade. It's a tricky one. It tricked me. Now I'm in a drawdown. It was looking so good. It seems like the VWAP is pushing it, or I don't know what's pushing it. In this case, I'm just saying that this liquidity sweep was maybe enough to push it up to the high of that supply zone. I think that's the play now. Honestly, I'm thinking to close it manually a little bit earlier because I'm just not seeing any sign of this one to turn around to the downside. So I'm just going to take this small loss here. Maybe not yet, but my finger is on the flat button. I feel like this one just wants to go and take the 500. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm still in the trade, but I think I'm just gonna close it maybe. Save a few bucks here and there. Yeah, it's pushing, man. Oh, it was looking so good. Yeah, it's gonna go. All right, I'm closing the trade. Closed it. I'm out. I'm out officially. 91. Yeah, it's gonna push higher. Most likely, it's gonna break the 5-minute supply zone. So I closed it manually. I just had to cut it, but it's still good. It's just a small loss. It was looking good down there. It was so close. I had to cut this. Yeah, I was holding it, but there's also like that 6 cents that we talked about, that online safety, like it, and it comes with chart time and a lot of chart time, and you know that gut feeling that tells you that okay, this has a high chance to go above this swing high. And so if it does, you know, I can always jump back in if it starts to go down, basically with a bit of a more risk. But this is that plus thing that comes with chart time, especially if you're not risking too much, like I didn't risk too much right now. That shows you, like, if you're seeing this kind of strong algorithm, I would say it's kind of like an algorithmic push, then you can decide that okay, I'm just gonna cut it early. But yes, it happened many times with me too. Like it just went super close to my stop and just turned, I closed it down, and just like here, it just went down again to my TP. Now that's frustrating, I know. In this case, I just hope that I made the right decision. But I understand what you're saying, online safety, by the way. I know. I wasn't holding it until the end, but there are some cases like this which comes from chart time. When you see it happening and it's just going, because I have a target here as well. So I have two game plans. One is down here, one is up there. And when we see this move so strong, pushing right after London Open, it just has a high probability, and there you go. It is just going to push higher. And there you go. This would have been a stop loss for me. So I made the right decision, but I should not be celebrating, I know. I would trend line much larger time frame. I guess, yeah. Oh, DPK, sorry. Where were you asking? I told you I was not having a trade. When you were asking me, I was not having a trade. I remember that. Yeah, I think it was after I said I'm jumping into a short. I'm sorry, I did not want to ignore you. I apologize, man. I'm sorry. It's my sorry. Sometimes I just go through real quick on the chat and I don't see everything, and I'm sorry about that, DPK. But yeah, I was actually I think when you were asking me, I wasn't in a trade, or was I? Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, this is a mind game. Look at that. Now it seems like it just wants to push to Asia high up there. Huh. No stopping on this one. Don't. I'm not gonna chase it, but look at this move. Wow. Oh, this is just amazing. I usually not closing partials, but this was looking so good, by the way. Yeah, I usually don't close partials when I have a clear or clean target on the chart. I'm not really doing that, but in this case, I think I should have done it. In this case, I think I should have done it. Now, this is going to be interesting if NQ is going to try or not to go with the and there you go, it just went. This just went higher, man. I was just gonna say, like, this is gonna be interesting to see if NQ will try to go for that Asia high, and it just did. So anyway, kind of interesting. Yeah. That's my Judas, leading people astray from 200. Yeah. Let's go. Congratulations for those of you who were in a buy position. That was a good move. What's your thoughts on gold? Let's see gold, because now, oh my god, what's gold doing? It feels like gold just the only thing I see on gold on the 1 hour opening up the 64.2 is that there is a nice fair value gap here on 64.2 as possible buy side. That's it. I think gold just keeps continuing higher, but I'm not gonna enter gold because there's just no significant pullback here, nothing. So I'm not gonna do anything with it right now. I'm just gonna wait. Should be going for that 1 hour gap. Wow, look at this. And now, in this scenario, might be a possibility that that NQ is gonna shift and maybe go down. But look at this. This is crazy. Heading for the moon. NQ short. You can try the NQ short. I have no setup here, not even an inversion gap, and there's no structure yet. So if I want to go, and this zone has been completely destroyed, so no more 5-minute supply zone there. So I would like to see price build up some kind of a structure before going down. So without a structure, I don't want to take a short. In funded was down 1450. Let's go, Jonathan. Oh my god. That is amazing, man. Good job. Good job. We're gonna have unemployment claims today, right? I guess we do. Same there. All right, let's go, Edie. HTX saying NQ short. Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, especially when we're stuck between two zones. Now, this could be a possible shift. Okay, so here's the structure right now on the 1 minute. There's a swing low. If it breaks lower with the displacement, I might try to go again for a short, but otherwise, I'm still kind of waiting. Camille is short again. Could this be the Judas swing? What do you guys think? Could this be the classic ICT Judas swing, like pushing everybody, and now so this was the accumulation phase here, manipulation phase here, and now comes the distribution lower. What do you guys think about this scenario? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution lower. Chat thinks yes. Currently, this is the 1 minute. Yeah, you can always see on the up, down right corner. Currently, this is the 1 minute, but I'm not always looking for the 1 minute entries. We were just pretty much in a range here. Look at that. We're having a structure shift. Should I give one more chance to this trade down to the demand zone? And by the way, this just created another zones everywhere. This just created another demand zone here on the 5 minute, also on the 3 minute. Oh my god, this is okay. There's no shift. This is not a really good shift here. I mean, it's a shift, but not really good. Andre, good morning. 30-minute chart. Let's go. $30-minute looks good. All right, guys, I gotta take a break. I have to talk with someone. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm sorry, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Push the like, and I'll be right back. All right. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm here. I'm here. I am here. Still not finished though. Still not finished. Make a phone call. I'm here. I'm sorry. What's happening? What's happening in trading today? I'm gonna put the like and the subscribe button to your show. I'm sorry, I just this was super urgent. So I had two choices: to cut the stream or leave the stream on and you know, come back as soon as I finish. So here I am, still waiting for the pre-market open, and we'll see what happens. Let's go. Yeah, it's very hard to sell something that keeps pushing like that. I almost jumped into a sell, did I? Yeah, almost, but I didn't. Almost, but I didn't. I'm always worried too much. That's the issue. Hey, thank you. Yeah, HTX, I'm super happy about that. Next week is gonna be a little bit hectical though. I'm gonna be on a short vacation on next week. So one thing's for sure: on Monday and Tuesday, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I actually have two ideas, and I'm quite curious about this. What you guys think? One idea is that someone is going to cover my shift at MyFundedTV, hopefully. If not, I have a great laptop now, and I can do a stream from the hotel room or next to the beach, you know, on MyFundedTV. I actually want to ask about the mods or the hosts about this. Like, what if I would do the show next to the beach or somewhere there, you know? That would be awesome, I think. You know, drinking some cocktails, you know, drinking some beer, maybe. I don't know. No drinking on the stream, of course. But, you know, next to the beach, analyzing the market from a laptop with a headset. Obviously, the sound might not be perfect because I would be using a headset or something, but it would be still awesome, I think. I don't know. It would be great, I think. Bikinis, maybe, yeah. Yeah. Sounds good, right? Anyway, I'm gonna ask the hosts. If obviously it's just a wild idea, it's a long shot, but if they say it might be a little bit too risky, then in terms of technical issues, or most likely technical issues, or the quality of the stream, if the quality is not going to be good because of internet connection issues. I was doing it last year. I was streaming from my laptop for a few days and it was all good. So but if they decide because of technical or quality issues it's not going to be good for my funded futures, obviously I cannot do it. I can still do my stream, maybe, because I did it last year, so I can still bring my laptop and do my segment. Maybe it's going to be a little bit shorter or different, but I can still do it on my channel. How about that, guys? I think it could be awesome, right? Gold is pushing. Yeah. Gold is going like crazy, man. Yeah. I don't know where this one can still go. Good morning, Nikos. Hey there. Yeah, and by the way, if I forgot to say hello to some of you guys, Dinty, hello, then forgive me. I just had to check some stuff. But anyway. AD, actually, I'm going to go to Italy. We're gonna go to Croatia as well, but not now. Right now, we're going to go to Italy, but only very close. It's gonna be near, but we have a very friendly, cozy, small hotel that we like, and actually we were there before, and so we're gonna go to Italy. We can drive there, it's not far, it's like about 700 kilometers or something, so it's absolutely doable. It's not a big deal. I think it's 700 maybe. Let me check on Google Maps the exact place. How far do I have to drive? I think I know, by the way. Okay. So, oh yeah, it's 656 kilometers. 656 kilometers, so it's not too far, actually. We're gonna spend a few days there, and that's it. So, just a few days. Any setups? Clip that? No setups yet, no. Because we just passed all-time high. The Asia high has been... not all-time high, I'm sorry. Asia high has been taken out. There's no zone up here. We went through this. The only level I see is up there at the 700s, but I don't think, I mean, that's going to be a 1 hour fair value gap up at 700. I don't think that this London session is going to push us to 700. Here's the pre-market open, by the way. Nvidia and Tesla open. Wow, Tesla opened up with a gap. Looks like bullish still. I'm not looking to enter a short. This was a tricky one. Maybe it's a good choice that I wasn't here at the computer to enter a short. But yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a... Hey Marek, good to see you. I noticed the new FundingTicks 1 accounts are live. Special rules. Yeah, so the new FundingTicks account are absolutely... I mean, it's interesting because the FundingTicks 1 accounts have this thing. I'm still going through the details here. Oh, look at this push. Wow. So the FundingTicks account, the 1 account, is basically with the discount, I think it's now super cheap. It's like $115 or something like that. So basically, end of day trailing, maximum end of day trailing is $1,500, and the daily loss is $1,000. But the good thing is with the 1 account is that on the master account, so once you go through the student account, as far as I understand, on the master account, there is no profit target or buffer that you need to reach. So if you got the funded account, you can request a payout even if you have like $500 on the account. And here's the catch. There's not going to be a penalty, so they're not going to put the drawdown to the initial account balance. That's the thing with the FundingTicks. So your maximum loss limit is going to stay as it was before. So if you make like $500 only, quote unquote only, on your funded account, you can request it with a 90% split. That's the big deal. That's why I want to try out the 1 account. This is interesting. So basically you can already work on your payouts on your funded account, so you don't have to work your way up to a safety net buffer or whatever. No need for that. You can just basically go and take payouts. I think on the 50K account there is a minimum trading day thing of $150. I think gotta go into the rules, so this is new to me as well. But anyway, I'm going to try it out. I think with the discount code, you can still use the TOMSABO code here. It goes down to $115. But I'm going to try out the 1 account. This is interesting to me very much. This is something I'm really looking into. Just to try it out, you know. Yeah. Look at this, man. How much did we push higher? 20 points. Wow. This is just going. Gold is now, looks like it wants to retrace. Huh. I need to do some calculations here. post a link on your Discord to your you mean the affiliate link? You can find my FundingTicks affiliate link on the Discord on the funded accounts page. I'm not sure if it's visible, but it should be there. And also the FundingTicks affiliate link, I also have it here on the description if you guys are interested. The code is the same, TOMSABO. If you would like to try it out and support the channel. Thank you, by the way, if you want it. D-Pain, hey, where have you been, man? By the way, I forgot to say hello. Yeah, it's always good to you know, to recharge. Oh, the Discord channel. Oh yeah, I'm gonna if you guys would like to join the Discord channel, just send me the send me your email. I already have a few emails I haven't sent out yesterday after the stream. So if you send me an email, I think Online Safety already sent me a mail, I think. But if you guys would like to join, here's my email, and I will send out a bulk email with the invite link. Because last time I put out my Discord link, we had like 30 bots coming into the channel, and those were bots. So I have a friend of mine who is actually having a system to filter out the bots, and we're gonna put it there. Until the meantime, I'm gonna send out the invites manually. Not that it matters too much, but those links are going to expire in a certain amount of time. You come down to see your parents and spending some time with them. Nice. It's always good to be with family, you know. That's cool. You do, yeah, D-Pain, we all need to reach out. And being with family and friends, that's just awesome. That is why we're doing it, right? Hey, Peter. Peter Lorem. Hey, good to see you. How have you been? How's trading? Oh, look at gold. Wow. Gold is tanking. What the heck is going on? I'm going to see if there's some levels that we can go with. Oh, this is outdated. Sorry. This is still yesterday's markups. Here's the midnight level. Okay. Here's midnight. Previous day high is here. So here's gold. Gold is absolutely tanking right now. And what do we see on the 5-minute? No zone. Doesn't mean it cannot go lower. There's one zone here on the 5-minute on gold, but it's too far. It's technically valid right here. That's a valid level. I'm not saying we're going down there, but that's the level. And what else? No, well, it's not as good. No, no, no. I would say that's a good one. I don't think we're gonna go that much down. Gold is just gonna stay bullish in my opinion. On the 3-minute there is something here. Relative equal lows. That's kind of interesting. But it's also a valid zone on the 3-minute. That's closer. A little bit better. Pushing higher. Yeah. That's a 3-minute demand zone. Kind of cool. And that is it. NQ about to pop. Oh man, it's just going. Let's see the bigger time frame here. There's a 1-hour swing point there. What's on the 4-hour? In the 4-hour gap right now. Let's just see the consequent encroachment or mid-level of this. I'm curious. Look at that. We are right at the mid-level of this fair value gap. Let's just give it a different. Here's the mid-level. Be careful here. There could be a pullback on the 4-hour level. Could be a pullback happening. So this is a 4-hour consequent encroachment. Actually, I'm just going to put a line here. 4-hour fair value gap consequent encroachment, aka mid-level. I see. Can't hold trades. He'll take profit, end up closing early. No problem with that. We all do that, Francisco. It's just part of the whole thing. It's just part of trading. It's just part of trading. It's just part of the trading. Yeah. All right. Just reading. Okay, gold is still there. Where is the level? Nothing on the 5 or 15-minute chart. We could get a retracement. It could be possible. On NQ, yeah. We'll see. It'd be interesting to follow this through. Hey Zoltan, good morning. You're the get. Welcome. Well, there's no trade to take here. I'm still looking at gold, but no sign of retracement. Not even on the 1 minute. I mean, there was a retracement here, but I don't want to chase it just because I think it might go down to that 3-minute demand zone. You're saying gold 80? I feel like it might want to drop some more. If NQ just stays on this level, I mean, gold is definitely gonna drop. Yeah, it feels like it, definitely. It feels very heavy, especially when I look at it from here. Yeah. Exactly, AD. I completely agree with you. We need a structure. Without a structure, first, it's just guessing. It's really just nothing more than guessing. Without a structure, I just cannot do anything. Gold is testing the 1 hour fair value gap. Oh yeah. Could be pushing higher, right? I still need a structure. Whatever I do here or whatever I want to do, if it goes higher, then we need a shift above this level at around 59, sorry, 60-ish level, 59, whatever. And we need a very strong displacement below 51 to catch the final part of the move if it really wants to go there. So without those things, I'm just not interested to jumping in. Short at 33. NQ. Okay. Well, if you can add more to it, it's up to you. Depends on your risk management style. But yeah. You know, the 4 hour mid-level could be an area to push price back down. Oh man, my email. I can't log into my email. It's just keeps rejecting the login page. It'll be a scalp. All right. Yeah, so far gold is there. Well, not much to do with this. Anyway. Anyway. Well, from what I'm seeing here, I see I absolutely have. I mean, I'm just saying I have no intention to jump into a short position, nor do I have no intention to chase it higher. So I'm not going to touch NQ. That's for sure. Oh my God, look at this. This is what we were looking for. Should I take a trade on gold? Should I take it? Should I take it or should I not? Risk to reward ratio still good. 1.5, 2 micro. Do I want to take it? Do I want to take it? You know what? I'm going to take an aggressive short here on gold. Super aggressive, only with 2 micros. The idea is to target those lows down there. So my TP is gonna be at 41, I think. It's on a different account. Targeting 41. Stop loss is gonna be somewhere at 58.5. That's it. 58.6 maybe. Okay, 58.6. That's the trade. Do I have a gold somewhere here so I can show you? So here's the trade. Not the best risk to reward ratio. Just to see if the idea comes true or not. And that is it. That is it. Aggressive entry on the 1 minute. But the target is based on the 3 minute chart. So far, that's the idea of this. I don't know. I'm still thinking to maybe put my stop like a little bit lower to 55.5, because obviously if it goes up to like to 58.6, I think it's just gonna go higher. Maybe 56.5. Maybe I'm gonna lower my stop because I don't want to nourish a trade if it goes up too much. Okay, I modified my stop to 56.6 just to see if this one is gonna be good, and we'll see. You know, the idea is the 3 minute demand zone down there, but it's kind of looking a little bit ugly. My entry is late. You know, if because it goes higher, I'm not interested in holding this position. That's the idea. Oh my God, Kelly, I'm praying. What's happening on NQ? Oh wow. Micro. This is only micro. Micro. Just a small position. Just a small position. Just to see, you know, it's most likely for like a moral victory if I can get it. I'm only like making about $150 something or something. I don't know. Let's go, Kelly. I hope that short is gonna pay you off. I mean, that should be good. Yeah, gold is now going back. Nasty trade. Still edging a little bit higher here. NQ is still going, and my gold trade is retracing higher. Was starting out good somewhat, but I'm gonna leave the levels as it is at 56.6 and 41 is gonna be the TP of this one. So anyway, what I want to say is, I think I'm gonna call it here, everybody. I'm gonna leave this gold trade as it is. I don't really care. So thank you so much for watching the channel. I'm sorry I was away. I did have to make some urgent and important calls, and this is what it is. But we had an interesting day, session, good trades so far. And what can I say? We had a win, we had a loss. I closed one at break even. It was good. So thanks for watching. I'll be back for New York session and MyFunded TV. If you would like to support the channel, please use the code TOMSABO for all these prop firms. It works everywhere. You can check it now with FundingTicks as well, but also with MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, and TRADEIFY also gave me the code finally after 8 months. So also with TRADEIFY. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate everything, and I'll be back for New York and for MyFunded TV. All right. Cheers, everyone, and God bless.